I didn't know then that if I got life instead of death, I could become employed and self-reliant. I didn't know that if I got life, there are many things I can do to affect positive change and contribute in a meaningful way. If I get permission, I'd like to implement a recycling program. I can help other women become literate.
Literacy program, a recycling program, that's what Jodi Arias said earlier today as she tried to convince jurors why they should give her life in prison instead of the death penalty. But she wasn't done talking. She is talking tonight. Troy Hayden just walked out of the Estrella Women's Jail where he interviewed Arias once again. Troy.
And Carrie, that interview wasn't as long as my exclusive interview 2 weeks ago, but it was more pointed. I concentrated on what happened in the courtroom today, and maybe more importantly, what didn't happen. I started by asking her why she didn't apologize to Travis Alexander's family. Let's talk about today. And even in my interview with you 2 weeks ago, you had ample opportunities to apologize to Travis Alexander's family. And it doesn't seem like you did it today. Why didn't you apologize to them?
I did apologize to them in my allocution.
I never heard you say, "I'm sorry."
I don't think I used those two words, but I feel that I conveyed my remorse, and if I didn't adequately convey it, then I regret that, but
Do you want to do it now?
Well, there's nothing I can do to take back what I did. I wish that I could. I really, really wish that I could. I can never make up for what happened.
Do you want to say, "I'm sorry" right now to the Travis Alexander's family?
Certainly. I'm definitely sorry. I don't know.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. It seems like saying "I'm sorry," quote, unquote, is so inadequate because it doesn't really encompass the scope of the remorse that I feel and what I wish that I could change if I had the chance to do it.
You talked a lot about lies today and the lies you told in the courtroom. You told me 2 weeks ago that you'd rather die than go to jail for life, go to prison for life. Was that a lie?
No, I meant that when I said it.
So what happened?
Well, the same day I was convicted, I received a visit from my family, and one of my cousins really drove it home for me and told me how much it would affect them if I did anything to myself or that sort of thing. So I think they were afraid that I was going to do something.
So your family changed your mind?
Well, what she had said to me was, she said to me a few things that really hit home, and so that gave me another perspective to consider. And when my mother visited me the following week, she reiterated that point, not to lose hope, please don't give up, please don't give up. And the way she said it just made me realize how much it would hurt them if anything happened to me.
So you didn't do it for you, you did it for them?
I did, because I felt that by asking for death, it's like asking for assisted suicide. And I didn't want to do that to my family.
You're speaking about your family. Why didn't your mother stand up for you and try to save your life?
She wanted to. She wrote a letter. My attorneys didn't call her. I don't know exactly why. I think they felt that there was more negative to outweigh the positive.
What kind of negatives could there be?
I don't know. I know she spoke with the police when I was arrested, so maybe that, or I'm not really sure.
So Kirk Nurmi didn't feel like your mother would be a good character witness for you?
Yes, that's correct.
Did that surprise you when you heard that?
It's something he had been saying for some time, so it didn't surprise me today by any means.
You told the jury today you want to start a book club, you want to start a recycling program, you want to help with domestic violence education. Are those good enough reasons for them to spare your life?
Well, I think that if you look at those isolated by themselves, maybe not. But I don't know, because everyone's different and each juror might feel differently about each cause. And some of those might sound very trivial, but those, I've never been to prison. I don't know what is available there, what needs to be done there, what I'm even able to do there, if I can even, how much change I can affect.
What do you think the jury is going to decide for you?
I don't know. I can't predict it.
No, you're not leaning one way or the other?
I have no idea.
Jodi, the fact that you talked to me, 20 minutes after you were convicted, and the fact that you're talking to all of us again now, are you trying to use the media for something? Why are you talking to us?
Why are you talking to me?
Because we're interested in what you have to say. But the bigger question is why you have an interest in talking to us.
Well, I was interested in talking to you so that, well, one, I wanted to keep my deal that I made with you, that I regret. I regret making that deal with you, but contrary to what everyone thinks, I'm a person of my word, and I wanted to keep that and honor that. What I've decided to do at this point is utilize the mouthpiece that I have, so to speak, to bring awareness to domestic violence. And like I said in our interview previously, and I was told you didn't air it, which that's okay, it is what it is, but I really want to stress to people that women, maybe men, it's rare, but women who are in my situation, who are in the situation that I was in, that it's so important that they document what they're going through in case something down the road ever does happen.
The Survivor t-shirt you had in court today, many people thought that was bad for you, that it wasn't in great taste and it may have worked against you. What do you think about that?
I don't see how helping a cause is working against me. If it's in bad taste, well, then that's their opinion and they're entitled to that, but it's a cause that I believe very strongly in, and if I didn't, I wouldn't have shown that t-shirt.
What do your attorneys think about you talking to the media so much?
I don't know.
You've never asked them?
They felt a little betrayed when I interviewed with you a few weeks ago, just because they weren't aware that it was going on. And at this point, they said, go ahead, but be cautious.
Good. Thank you, Jodi.
You're welcome.
And Carrie, there you have it. This could be her last on-camera interview ever. If she gets the death sentence, the Department of Corrections will take her directly out of the courtroom to prison. And at this point, the DOC does not allow any on-camera interviews. So hopefully she answers some questions people are hoping to get answers to, Carrie.
That was fascinating. I am astounded by all the things that Jodi Arias has said today in court and with you, and that she's gone on this kind of media blitz to talk to so many different people in the media. It's as if she's enjoying the circus-like atmosphere of it all. Do you think, Troy, that she is getting some bit of enjoyment of being kind of the center of attention?
I think that's pretty evident if you watch her in the courtroom, that she likes being the center of attention. She was on the stand for a full calendar month. She likes people looking at her. She likes people listening to her. I don't think doing these interviews has done her any good whatsoever. In fact, I think it may have hurt her. All these interviews may have hurt her in the court of public opinion and maybe in the courtroom itself.
Right.
I don't think we can be guaranteed that these jurors are not watching these interviews.
Well, of course, obviously they're not supposed to.
They're not supposed to.
Exactly. You know, I thought it was interesting today when she was addressing the jury, she was talking about the things she wanted to do behind bars. She wanted to have a literacy program. She wanted to do a recycling program, all sorts of things, basically saying to the jury, with Travis Alexander's family in the courtroom, I want to continue on and make the most of my life, what I have left of it. I thought it was just tone deaf.
The argument she's trying to make and the defense is trying to make is, look, I'm never going to get out of prison again, so I'm not going to hurt anybody else. But do you want to kill me, or do you want to have me live and maybe do some good in the world? And that's the argument she made, and we'll see how the jury handles that.
We will see. Great job tonight, Troy, and all through the entire trial. Stay with Fox 10. The entire interview you just saw is on our website, and we will break into programming as soon as the jury reaches their decision on Jodi Arias' sentence. Her